Hi, my name is Beer, and let's start with Voidtrain. People are saying that this surreal survival craft game is kind of similar to The Raft. That is never a bad thing, but keep in mind that you won't get a lot of action. Well, not as many as it may seem from the trailer or even from the screenshots posted on Steam. I watched Markiplier playing the game and it was a nice experience. The whole idea of collecting resources around you while moving on a train is nice, but one thing kinda bothered me. You always feel like you are in the dream. Everything is floating and, anything can happen. And when something extraordinary actually happens, you are like,
well, okay, I guess that's cool.
But you are never actually amazed. I guess that's the price of making everything so elusive. Although I love the idea of the game, I would love to travel around in some post-apocalyptic landscape instead. I think there is some similar game with zombies somewhere, but it's in 2D and it's not the same for me. Anyway, Voidtrain demo is also here, and it's free for you to try. And this video is sponsored by Spellfire, a reimagined collectible card game steeped in history originating 30 years ago. It is designed for 2 or more players where your primary objective is to construct a formidable empire using realm cards. While you focus on building your realms, others strive to dismantle them, or vice versa. Play the game right now and show them who's the boss. It's really you this time. When combining various cards, the key is to uncover the synergies for optimal battle performance. And by saying optimal, I mean destroying your opponent and laughing in his face. Currently, in the freshly published Spellfire alpha version, you can engage in exciting one-on-one matches, setting the stage for what's to come. Equipped with 2 pre-made, easy-to-learn introductory decks, Spellfire welcomes all newcomers. So don't hesitate, test the game right now, absolutely free. Soon you will be able to craft your unique deck, selecting from a vast array of cards. Prepare for epic battles using different deck sizes tailored to your own gaming style. Presently available on PC, the game will soon conquer your mobile screens, ensuring you can enjoy the magic anywhere you go. And that's not all. With a forthcoming mobile app, you will unlock a new dimension of playability, featuring augmented reality, voice recognition, and the ability to scout cards via QR code to bolster your digital deck. Also, brace yourself for thrilling tournaments on the horizon, complete with a comprehensive ranking system. Earn points to unlock tokens as you ascend the ranks, setting the stage for an epic Spellfire showdown. Try it right now. You will find the link in the description and also in my pinned comment below. Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition. Here you'll find yourself in Hong Kong, a vibrant neon city teeming with life, whose exotic locations and busy streets hide one of the most powerful and dangerous criminal organizations in the world. In this open-world game, you will play the role of an undercover cop, trying to take down the mafia from the inside out. You'll have to prove yourself worthy as you fight your way up the ranks, taking part in brutal criminal activities without blowing your cover. You will be torn between your loyalty to the badge and a criminal code of honor. You will risk everything as the lines between truth, loyalty, and justice become permanently blurred. The game promises that you will enter illegal races, kick back with some karaoke, and gamble on cockfights. Let's hope they have animals in mind. Asterigos, Curse of the Stars. In this high fantasy world, you will discover the long-forgotten secrets, interesting battle encounters, interconnected maps full of places to explore, and an immersive story where every choice matters. The game is really fun if you like light Souls-like battles and can enjoy a bit of cartoony graphics, but not everything is nice. Game has no map, like at all, so you will have to remember all the places in your head. That of course creates another level of immersiveness because you will have to use your actual navigational senses you usually never use in games. But do we actually want that? I don't think so. Anyway, if you decide to obtain it, the game will take about 30 hours from your boring life. Trine 4: The Nightmare Prince. I think many of you have heard about the Trine series. It was one of the first hard-worked attempts to make platformer games even more beautiful than they were before. This is a member of 3D platformers with fixed camera, or as developers call it, a 2.5D, which is a bit confusing. So here you'll control 3 heroes sent on a quest to retrieve the troubled young prince. Wizard, knight, and thief are joined together once again on a thrilling quest through beautiful fairy tale landscapes teeming with danger. People on Steam are saying that this game is simpler than the previous Trine titles. Puzzles are easier, but when you play in co-op mode with friends, everything is chaos. Also keep in mind that this game will eat your machine's computing power as if you were digging for bitcoins. Far Lone Sails. This is a vehicle adventure game where you travel across a dried-out ocean following the tracks of a once thriving civilization. Through an array of roadblocks and hazardous weather, you need to keep your vessel going. While doing that, a lot of questions are circling in your mind. Where will this journey take you? Are you the last of your kind? What happened to the ocean? Will you taste potato salad ever again? Will they finally make another Edge of Tomorrow movie? Can we, with the help of AI, make more Firefly series in the future? And why, when you drink 1 liter of beer, you piss out 2 liters of piss? I guess if you crack the latter, the Nobel Prize would be yours without competition. SCUM. Released in 2018, the game is still in early access. Nothing is good about that, but I must admit that they update the game all the time. So here you are, a prisoner sent to the island where you have to fight for your survival. Fun thing is that you are a part of a bloodthirsty TV show. You know, like the Hunger Games, but on a much bigger scale. Because the island is more than 200 square kilometers in size. So you have to craft stuff, make a shelter and do whatever it takes to stay alive. You can play on a server with up to 64 players, or dive into adventure absolutely alone. It's up to you. 9 Parchments. This is a cooperative action RPG game of magical mayhem from the creators of the Trine series. Here, runaway apprentice wizards seize the opportunity to complete their spellbooks by going after the lost 9 parchments. Super powerful spells meant to be wielded by the most powerful mages. So as these newbies rapidly acquire powerful new spells without learning proper safety measures, it's natural that their hasty progress results in plenty of deadly accidents. 9 Parchments combines real-time spell shooting action with usual RPG elements. Here you level up your character and collect magical loot, filling your wardrobe with zillions of wizard hats and powerful staves. People on Steam are saying that this is a super entertaining game to play with your friends. Doesn't matter imaginary or real ones. Although keep in mind that if you play with imaginary friends, you will need another pair of non-imaginary hands. Why must everything be so complicated? I don't get it. SUPERHOT. Yes, it's you, my friend, never doubt that. But also this very entertaining, but also a very short game. The main campaign will take only about 3 hours to complete. Here you will not find the regenerating health bars, no conveniently placed ammo drops. Here it's you, alone, outnumbered and outgunned. You will have to snatch weapons from fallen enemies and dodge through a truly cinematic hurricane of bullets. SUPERHOT is a real slow-motion ballet, where your every move must be calculated. Most people are praising the graphic style of SUPERHOT, but I don't like it. Graphic-wise, it feels like an unfinished game for me. But hey, it's just me. Game has 90% of positive reviews, so if you like how it looks, you will definitely like how it plays. GTA 5. Well, in this most famous game ever, you will take on the role of a street hustler, retired bank robber, and a psychopath. Those are 3 different people and not your one and only alcoholic Uncle Steve. So here we have to pull off a series of dangerous heists. Although let's be honest, here you are just to steal cars and planes for your own pure enjoyment. And you will ignore the story for the most part. Has anyone ever finished this game? Well, I know that a lot of people did that, but it's somehow hard to believe. There are so many distractions, like this one for example. Anyway, this is the game which will encourage you to drive slowly down the alley with your windows down, spreading hip-hop music to your puny neighbors. Thief Simulator. If you always wanted to become a thief, good for you. Dive into the life of crime, don't hesitate. You got this. Or you can play this game where you can train and become a thief before becoming a real thief. I'm kidding, of course.
Or am I?
You will steal in a free-roam sandbox neighborhoods. You will have to observe your target and gather information that will help you with the burglary. Gather your courage, take the challenge and rob the best secured houses. Buy some high-tech burglar equipment and learn new thief tricks. You can also sell stolen goods and do anything that a real thief does. House Flipper. Don't get me wrong, but I think that everyone should play this game. Not because it is immensely fun, well, it is, but because you will get so much knowledge on the renovation, design and even how to use tools. For example, at which end to hold the hammer, at which end to hold the nail, at which, well, you got the point. So here you learn about materials, colors, tools and how to make them work together to create wonderful houses, rooms and even bomb shelters. Regardless if you plan to create the house of your dreams, help the residents with their renovation, or feel the need to smack some walls, House Flipper is a perfect game for that. But as I've said before, especially for the knowledge. The game is relaxing and some even say stress relieving, so don't think twice, the price is really nice. Shadwen. This is a brutal title that mixes Assassin's Creed and Thief in a one game, kinda similar to Styx Master of Shadows, but it feels way more indie and not in a good sense, although developers are the same who created well-known Trine platformers. In general, they are not new to this game creation affair, and that is a good thing. So here you are, an assassin on a quest to kill the king. That sounds nice, but you suddenly encounter an orphaned girl, and you know, you can't just leave her, because you are a ruthless assassin, but you are also somehow a good person. So this brutal game is filled with feelings, and that is never a good thing. Never. Who is the target audience? Well, but you may still like the drama, and if you do, the price is kinda nice. The game is a bit raw, bulky sometimes, but in general plays very nicely, so you can stab many guards in the back and still feel like a good person. Starship Troopers Terran Command. This game has a model similar to the Arbillions, where you defend from the hordes of enemies and try to keep your base alive. Also, here you can literally relive the best moments of the Starship Troopers movie by defending your base from hordes of ladybugs. Anyway, here you'll encounter dozens of unique insect types, each with their own special abilities and skills. Also, the map has terrain elevation, true line of sight and true line of fire, providing deep tactical gameplay, meaning that units that stand behind other units can't shoot unless they stand on a higher ground. Sadly, you can't play as an alien insect. It's not off the table completely, developers say, but now you can only play as a military human society. That's it. If you are wondering if you can build a base here, yes you can, but it's not the main focus of the game, I would say. Despite that, it has a very positive review score on Steam, and many commentators are stating that if you like Command & Conquer or StarCraft, you must try Starship Troopers as well, so do not ignore it. Hotline Miami. A game where you shoot things while listening to amazing music. What could be better? Well, probably a lot of things, but let's not dive into our fantasies about a bowl of refreshing potato salad or, you know, things that we cannot afford. But you know what is the thing almost everyone can afford? Come on, don't say anything about my sister. I mean, everyone can afford this game, or to become a supporter on Patreon, or here on YouTube. Alright, I know, that was a nice try. Anyway, Hotline Miami wouldn't be this good if not for the music. The atmosphere it creates, along with the carnage on the screen, is the best kind of symbiosis I have ever seen. Although be ready to press R to restart over and over again. So keep in mind that it is hard, harder than you can imagine.
That's what she said.
Civilization 6. If you want to keep your virginity strong, this game is one of the best ways to never lose it. Although Civilization games are definitely not for everyone, the sheer amount of mechanics can be really overwhelming for a new player, and not everyone likes to read a lot and enjoy changing numbers and colors on the map. To be fair, for everyone who never played Civilization, the game looks like a simple, boring board game, but the trick is that this simplicity is just a tip of a dick. It's way more complex than it seems. Basically, here you can become ruler of the world by establishing and leading a best civilization from the Stone Age to the Information Age. And of course, I'm talking about the mightiest country in the world, Potato Saladistan. Kerbal Space Program. While the second part of the game is still a disaster with 50% of review score, the first part will never fail to entertain us. This game is fun, but also it is very hard. Here you will have to create your own spaceship, and rocket science is anything but easy. It's not your sister.
Wait, what?
Anyway, building a spaceship here reminds me of creating abominations in Spore. Every detail can be scaled, turned, and attached to another detail, so you have to do everything right in order to take a space flight. The game has a really good physics engine, so you can take off successfully with a giant unicorn or something, but if you practice enough, you can send a giant potato salad bowl to the moon. Nah, you probably can't, but you can try. Mind Scanners. This is a retro-futuristic psychiatry simulation in which you diagnose the citizens of a dystopian metropolis. You locate a host of weird characters and use arcade-style treatment devices to help them. Manage your time and resources to keep the structure in balance. And remember, you take full responsibility for your patients. If you ever played and liked the game called Papers, Please, this may be your spoon of potato salad, and vice versa. Mind Scanners is definitely not for everyone, but a very positive review score on Steam is a good indicator that the game is good. Depending if you like the game or not, you may spend from 1 to roughly 10 hours playing it. And now, thank you for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!